Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for tuning in today. I wanted to talk about my first trimester of being pregnant. So let's just jump right in. If you think that you're pregnant, the first recommendation I would do is go get a test and take it. I know it's scary, but it's better to find out. Um, so how I found out was it was on a weekend and I was having weird symptoms. I was having like a little bit of nausea and just like not feeling like myself. So I decided to take a test and just take a test, and it was like 8 p.m. So I had obviously I've had a pregnancy test before, so I had one in my bathroom. So I decided to just take it. I didn't think anything of it. And after I took it, sorry guys, I have like a lot of stuff going on. After I took it, it was the blue, clear blue. After I took it, it took about 3 minutes or so, and it was honestly the longest 3 minutes of my life. And I was just waiting, and I turned it around, and it said pregnant. And obviously, I was very shocked. I mean, I wasn't surprised, but I was very shocked. And um, so yeah, I was pregnant and I wanted to tell my partner, but I wanted to tell him in a super cute way. So I had to just wait and pretend like nothing was going on. And I went to the store the next day. I went to CVS and I went to go get more pregnancy tests. And I don't know if it's because I had peed a lot in that morning, but the lines weren't really showing up that well on the 5-day response ones. So I literally bought like 4 of them. So you're supposed to take your test like in the morning because that's when your HCG level is the highest. And I had already gone to the bathroom. So it was because I was very early on in my pregnancy that it couldn't really read. But so I was getting confused. I was like, okay, wait, am I pregnant? Am I not pregnant? And so I decided I had to go back to the store, go get more tests. And I was like, okay, I'm just going to wait a little bit. And so I took the test and I saw the line. And after I saw the line, it was very faint. So I literally was looking at the test like with the light. I was trying to figure out yes, no, is it showing? And obviously I didn't want to be wrong, and I didn't know how far along I was. I knew I had so I had just gotten, also I had an IUD put in, or I had an IUD for like 7 years or 6 years, and I had that taken out, and I literally got pregnant like couple weeks. I literally got pregnant. I had to be pregnant like that week that I got it taken out, because it took not that long for me to get pregnant, like right after that. So I had just gotten taken out, so I knew I couldn't be more than 4 or 5 weeks or something like that. So anyway, so back to the story. I was having a hard time reading the sticks, and so I just left them there. And then when I went back to go look at them, I could see that there was 2 lines. So I was like, so I don't know, you have to wait a little bit, but I would definitely recommend, if you are gonna get a test, I would recommend the clear blue for the 5 days, the 5-day early response or something. I think that's what it's called. Sorry. So anyway, so my first trimester symptoms, everything was good. I do want to tell you guys how I told my partner, and I do have a video on my camera. I did record it. So I went to the store, went to go to the test, and he was at work, and I had to prepare everything. I had already bought in some baby clothes, and I put the baby clothes in a shoebox And actually, no, I put the baby clothes in a bag. And he's like one to shake the presents before and like try to figure out what the present is. So I needed to make sure that nothing would fall out if he was going to shake the bag. So I put it all in like tissue paper. I put the pregnancy test in a tissue paper. I put the baby clothes in tissue paper and I stuffed it into a Batman bag because he loves Batman. So I stuffed it in a Batman bag and, I just made it look like a regular present. And he had no clue like what was even happening. So I waited for him to get home. This was like at 8 in the morning. And so when I waited for him to get home, it was like 4 p.m. And so it was the longest hours. I was so excited to like just tell him because we had been wanting another baby and we have one daughter right now, but we had been wanting another baby. And so I was very excited to just tell him. And so he got home, and as soon as he got home, he had to go change and go do a whole bunch of stuff. And I was recording at the time. So I hid the camera and so we sat down and he finally sat down and I gave him the bag and he started shaking it and I'm like, just open it. So he finally started to take the stuff out and he was just like, oh, what is this? And I think he didn't figure it out until he saw the pregnancy test. The pregnancy test was the thing that he was just like, wait, what is this? And obviously he was very excited and I was excited. And, we just like hugged for a long time. We were very excited to, be bringing in another member into our family. And so, yeah, so that's what happened. I will put that clip. I'm making a different video for that and I'll edit it and I'll put it into the clip. So anyways, so after that, I didn't really start to feel symptoms. I obviously made the appointment to go see a doctor and to get more clear. We didn't tell our family until we wanted to get the ultrasound and stuff like that. So we went to go get the ultrasound, and it was hard to keep it a secret because obviously you want to tell your family, and it's a big blessing if you're able to get pregnant. And so we were really excited and we wanted to keep it a secret until we found out more. And so I think like 7 to 8 weeks. So your first trimester is 1 to 12 weeks. So people usually wait until they're done with the 12 weeks because that's like when you can have a miscarriage. And so sorry, my boyfriend's calling me. So I wanted to, anyways, so I wasn't getting any symptoms until probably like 7 weeks in. I started to get nausea. I was like feeling really tired. I was feeling bloating and cramping. And, you get nervous when you're feeling that cramping and that bloating because, you just want to make sure that everything is okay. So I had like the bloating and the cramping, and I think it was like when I hit 9 weeks, or it was like 8.5 weeks that I started to have like the morning sickness. But it wasn't just morning sickness. And at this time, it's when the whole COVID thing started happening. So I didn't go to work. I was at home. It was like lockdown for everybody, and we were barely figuring out what COVID was. And COVID is still in effect right now. Like I can't, I can't take anybody to my appointments. I did have to go to the hospital 2 times during my first trimester, and it was from dehydration of the vomiting, and the other one was, it was a little bit TMI, but when you have a lot of iron and stuff, because you're taking your prenatals, you cannot go to the bathroom regularly. So I do recommend you get a fiber powder or fiber vitamins to help you digest everything. But I got diagnosed with, I'm not gonna butcher the name. It's like hypergraterium or something like that. It's extreme vomiting because I was vomiting not only in the morning but in the night, in the afternoon. I was like dead all day. Pretty much, I would like was living in the bathroom, and so I had vomiting. I didn't want to eat anything. I was very nauseous all day, and it was just like not the glowing part of my pregnancy. I had to just remember that I was pregnant, and that everybody would just say, these symptoms will go away. And I would honestly, I mean, there's not really much that helps. They did give me medicine for the nausea. It was like nausea medicine that helps. And I tried the wristbands. I tried, eating first thing in the morning, eating saltine crackers, and that still didn't really help. But I mean, just it's going to be rough if you do have nausea. There's not much that, you can do to help it, but you just have to remember that, you're pregnant and you're holding a baby in you that's going to be, you're going to forget about it all. So yeah, pretty much from week 1 to 7 weeks, I didn't feel anything. I felt great. And then from 7 to I'm 19 weeks right now, but I still get nausea, not as bad as I used to, but I'm very thankful that, it has calmed down. So yeah, so I did end up going to the hospital because I was dehydrated, and that is something that could happen while you're pregnant because you do get dehydrated faster. So just make sure you're doing your Pedialytes, your even electrolytes, and like Powerade. And I was also doing Pedialyte, like little powder stuff that you can get at the Fry's or Safeway or Walgreens, and that will really help you because you only have to add like 6 ounces of water, so you don't have to. But it doesn't mean it's gonna stop your vomiting. It's just gonna keep you hydrated. So, just expect to, maybe get headaches in the first trimester. You may get nausea. Definitely keep up with your fiber, especially with the prenatals, because the amount of iron is something that I did not expect. Oh yeah, and I switched my prenatals to gummies, and that did help. And then try to take them at night, and that will help. But what else can you do? I mean, I took showers. You're not really gonna want to have energy to take showers if you are in the same position that I was in, and you may not have any symptoms at all your first trimester. I mean, there's a lot of the hypergraterium or whatever that is. That is something that only a small percentage of women get when they're pregnant, and I was lucky to have gotten that, I guess. But yeah, it so yeah, and we did end up telling my boyfriend's family first, and then we told my family. We didn't get to record my family's reaction, but we did get to record his family's reaction. And it was very special to them. And we had been, like I said, we have been wanting to have a baby, but obviously with having a baby comes more responsibility, and I wasn't really sure if I was ready to go through that again. Last time I had a baby was 7 years ago. So my symptoms and everything else that I'm going through sorry, you get a lot of what's it called? Baby burps too when you're pregnant. But yeah, I do know what I'm having, but I do want to put that in another video. So I just want to bring you guys along with me in my journey to pregnancy as well. But yeah, so if you guys have any questions about, your pregnancy, I mean, I'm not a doctor, but this is just my experience. Your doctor, OBGYNs are so helpful, and the nurses are very helpful in caring. Your experience is, if you're going through the whole COVID thing, is obviously going to be different. We didn't get to celebrate with our whole families. We've had to do a lot of staying in, a lot of, me going to my appointments by myself. But I'm excited because I have an ultrasound next week and my partner will be able to go with me to my ultrasound. And that's something that we're so happy about. Being pregnant, you want that support and you want to be able to have your partner there. So it's all the mommies that are out there going through this during COVID, I hope that, you stay strong and you just remember that, this is a crazy time, but you'll get through it and your family will get through it. And at the end, you'll have a beautiful baby. So, yeah, I just wanted to tell you guys how my first trimester was and a little bit about it and a little bit of tips to help you guys out. Um, and the fiber powder that I got was just from Fry's. It was like $7. I think it's literally called fiber powder. But just ask your doctor. It's totally safe during pregnancy. There's really no limit with fiber. And yeah, electrolytes. Make sure you take your electrolytes and drink lots of water and try to eat healthy. I mean, I know it's like, oh my gosh, you have to eat healthy, but you have cravings. I mean, it just like makes you feel better and it's healthy for the baby. But yeah, this is a long video, but thank you guys for joining me today, and I can't wait to show you guys the video of my telling my partner. But thank you for subscribing, and make sure you like and subscribe for more videos. And yeah, I love you guys, and I will see you next time. Don't forget to follow me at Sparkle Beauty by Ashley on Pinterest, Facebook, Instagram, and here. Thank you guys so much. And if you guys, I would love to hear your pregnancy stories and how you found out you were pregnant and what difficulties you had. Just put them in the comments below. Thank you. Love you. Bye.